Have you ever considered that the fruits you eat daily could be silently harming your health? It's shocking, but certain fruits, once deemed perfectly safe, can become dangerous as we age, especially if we're managing chronic conditions or taking medications. If you're over 60, some of your favorite fruits could be affecting your heart, kidneys, blood sugar, and digestion in ways you never imagined. In today's video, we'll reveal 7 common fruits that seniors should avoid and, more importantly, provide you with safe, delicious alternatives to keep you healthy and energized. You'll discover which fruits could be unknowingly putting your health at risk and learn simple, practical swaps that could make all the difference in your well-being. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits to avoid and how to make smarter, safer choices to protect your body as you age. Whether you're managing diabetes, heart disease, or simply want to maintain your vitality, this video will give you the information you need to make informed decisions for a healthier life. Stay tuned, because we'll dive into real-life examples of seniors who've been affected by these fruits, and we'll guide you on how to safely enjoy your favorite foods without the risks. Trust me, you don't want to miss the surprising truth behind some of these common fruits. If you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Star fruit, the hidden danger. At first glance, star fruit may appear to be a harmless, refreshing tropical fruit, a delightful and healthy addition to any meal. Its sweet and tangy flavor and exotic appearance make it a popular choice, particularly for seniors looking to enjoy variety in their diet. However, beneath its vibrant exterior lies a hidden danger that could be life-threatening, especially for older adults with compromised kidney function. The frightening reality is that star fruit contains a neurotoxin known as caramboxin, which can be extremely dangerous for individuals with kidney issues. In healthy individuals, the kidneys filter out this toxin without any trouble. But what many people don't realize is that approximately 1 in 3 seniors unknowingly suffers from reduced kidney function, making them more vulnerable to the toxic effects of foods like star fruit. When the kidneys can't properly filter out caramboxin, the toxin begins to accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to a range of horrifying symptoms. At first, it might seem like something minor: dizziness, confusion, nausea, and a general sense of unwellness. But as the toxin builds up, the effects become more severe: vomiting, extreme fatigue, muscle weakness, seizures, and in some cases even coma. The worst part is that these symptoms can easily be mistaken for the natural signs of aging. Imagine thinking that what you're experiencing is just part of growing older, when in fact, it's something far more dangerous brewing inside your body. I can't help but think of John, a 72-year-old man from Florida, who, like so many of us, thought he was doing the right thing by trying to eat healthily. John added star fruit to his morning smoothies, believing it was a great choice for his health. Within just a few days, his world began to slowly unravel. He started having memory lapses, feeling disoriented, and struggling with overwhelming fatigue. At first, he chalked it up to aging. After all, who wouldn't expect a bit of memory fog and tiredness as the years go by? But soon, his condition worsened. One morning, he collapsed at home, unable to keep himself upright any longer. His family rushed him to the hospital, where doctors ran tests and discovered the truth. It wasn't just aging. It was the star fruit he'd been consuming that had triggered severe neurotoxic effects due to his undiagnosed kidney condition. "I had no idea star fruit could do this," John confessed in the aftermath, shaken by how something so innocent-looking could have nearly taken his life. And sadly, his story isn't an isolated one. According to the National Kidney Foundation, Even a single-star fruit can wreak havoc on a senior's neurological health if their kidneys aren't functioning properly. The danger is so subtle and insidious that many people, like John, don't even realize they have kidney problems until it's too late. By the time the symptoms manifest, fatigue, swelling in the legs, changes in urination, kidney function could already be seriously impaired. The reality is that the kidneys are the body's unsung heroes, silently filtering toxins and keeping us safe. When they falter, we can't always see the signs right away. That's why it's crucial, especially for seniors, to be mindful of what goes into their bodies. Foods that seem harmless, like starfruit, can sometimes be a silent killer, leaving devastating effects long after we've enjoyed them. It's terrifying how easily something as simple as a fruit can become a weapon when we're not paying attention. 2. Grapes. The blood sugar trap. Grapes are often seen as a simple, quick, and healthy snack. Their sweet, juicy flavor makes them a tempting choice, refreshing, easy to grab, and full of natural goodness, right? But for seniors, particularly those dealing with diabetes or prediabetes, which affects nearly half of Americans over 65, grapes can be surprisingly hazardous. Even though they appear innocent, the issue lies in the hidden danger inside each tiny grape: sugar. And not just a little sugar. These little fruit bombs are packed with natural sugar, and a single cup of grapes contains as much sugar as 4 sugar cubes. Let that sink in. It's a sobering fact that many of us fail to realize until it's too late. For older adults, especially those struggling with managing their blood sugar levels, this can be incredibly risky. Grapes have a high glycemic index, meaning they can cause your blood sugar to spike rapidly. This can result in some pretty uncomfortable side effects: fatigue, dizziness, mood swings, and worse, serious long-term complications like nerve damage, blurry vision, and even kidney issues. It's easy to overlook how something so small, so seemingly harmless, can turn into a major health problem. But for people like Patricia, a 68-year-old woman from Chicago, this small fruit turned into a giant health hurdle. She thought she was doing the right thing by replacing her afternoon cookies with a bowl of grapes. It seemed like a harmless swap. Yet, within weeks, she began experiencing unstable blood sugar levels, which wreaked havoc on her energy, mood, and even her vision. I never imagined that something as simple as grapes could have such a strong effect on me, she told her doctor during a follow-up visit. She was shocked, even heartbroken, that her good intentions had led to such a troubling turn. But here's where it gets even scarier. Sugar isn't the only threat hiding inside grapes. As we age, our swallowing reflex becomes weaker, which can lead to an increased risk of choking. And let's face it, grapes are a choking hazard waiting to happen. Their smooth, slippery surface makes them tricky to swallow, and they can get stuck in the throat, especially when they're eaten whole. This is a reality that many seniors overlook until it's too late. The National Safety Council reports a 30% increase in choking incidents involving grapes among seniors in the past 5 years. 30%, that's a staggering statistic. The thought of a loved one, your mother, father, or even a dear friend, choking on something as innocent as a grape is a chilling reality that's all too real for many. So, what's the safer option? If you enjoy snacking on fruit, consider switching to fresh berries like blueberries or raspberries. These little gems are not only low in sugar, but also packed with antioxidants that are wonderful for brain health, a crucial factor as we get older. Another great alternative is melon chunks. They offer that sweet, refreshing bite without the sugar overload and provide better portion control, which is key when managing blood sugar levels. But if you simply cannot resist grapes, there is still hope. A simple rule can make all the difference. Always cut them into quarters. By doing this, you can significantly reduce the risk of choking. And remember, moderation is key. Stick to no more than 6 pieces at a time. If you pair them with a source of protein, like cheese, it can help slow sugar absorption, preventing the dreaded blood sugar spikes. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. At the end of the day, it's crucial to be mindful of the foods we eat, especially as we grow older. Grapes may seem like a harmless treat, but the truth is, they carry hidden dangers that can negatively affect our health in unexpected ways. Let's take better care of ourselves and our loved ones by making safer, smarter choices when it comes to food. After all, our well-being deserves nothing less. 3. Oranges, the acid reflux trigger. Oranges, with their vibrant color and burst of refreshing juiciness, are often seen as the go-to fruit for a healthy immune boost. Thanks to their rich content of vitamin C and antioxidants, they seem like nature's perfect remedy, don't they? But for older adults, what appears to be a healthy habit might be harboring unexpected dangers. It's truly heartbreaking to think that something so natural and widely praised could carry hidden risks, especially for those of us who are aging, dealing with medical challenges, and sensitive teeth. Oranges, beloved by many, can trigger acid reflux, exacerbate medication interactions, and even harm dental health. As we grow older, our bodies undergo many subtle yet impactful changes. One of the more overlooked but deeply affecting changes is the weakening of the muscle that helps prevent stomach acid from creeping into the esophagus. This often leads to the all-too-familiar discomfort of acid reflux and heartburn. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night, desperately clutching your chest as that searing burn creeps up your throat? It's one of the most frustrating experiences that seems to come out of nowhere, leaving us desperate for relief. And yet, the very food we thought was helping, our beloved oranges, could be the culprit. Research shows that over 60% of people over the age of 60 experience acid reflux at some point, and citrus fruits like oranges are often one of the leading triggers. Take Margaret, for instance, a 73-year-old woman from Minnesota. For years, she had started every day with a tall glass of fresh orange juice, thinking it was the best way to fortify her immune system. But instead of feeling energized, she found herself waking up in agony with intense heartburn that seemed to strike at the most inconvenient times, especially in the middle of the night. Her throat felt like it was on fire, and no amount of water seemed to help. It wasn't until her doctor pointed out that her daily citrus habit could be behind her sleepless nights that Margaret realized the source of her suffering. After cutting out oranges from her diet, she felt a wave of relief that she hadn't even realized she needed. For the first time in months, she was able to sleep soundly again, free from the constant discomfort. "I never connected my acid reflux to oranges until my doctor pointed it out," she confessed with a sigh of relief, yet also with a tinge of regret for not figuring it out sooner. But oranges bring more than just the risk of acid reflux. They also have the potential to interfere with over 50 commonly prescribed medications that seniors take, including medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, and even antidepressants. That's right. Something as innocent as a glass of orange juice can have a profound effect on the way these medications work. Can you imagine all those pills you rely on for your health? And something as seemingly harmless as a citrus fruit could stand in the way of them doing their job? According to the Mayo Clinic, consuming oranges or drinking orange juice within 2 hours of taking these medications can reduce their effectiveness, leaving you vulnerable. And then, there's the matter of your teeth. Oranges, with their sharp acidity, can silently chip away at your enamel. It's something we don't always notice until it's too late. With age, our enamel naturally thins, and frequent exposure to citrus acid makes it worse, increasing tooth sensitivity and even leading to decay and enamel erosion. You might be enjoying that glass of orange juice in the morning, but over time, your teeth could pay a high price, causing discomfort with every bite and sip. So, what can we do instead? Thankfully, you don't have to rely on oranges to get your daily vitamin C fix. There are so many other nutritious and far more stomach-friendly options out there. Take red bell peppers, for example. They contain even more vitamin C than oranges, without the acidity that causes all the trouble. And let's not forget about kiwi, deliciously packed with nutrients and gentle on the stomach. It's a perfect alternative. There's a world of fruits and vegetables that can nourish your body without causing you pain or discomfort. It's just about making informed choices and listening to your body's needs, something that, for so many of us, becomes even more important as we age. 4. Avocados. The hidden fat bomb. Avocados are often hailed as a superfood, celebrated for their rich content of healthy fats and a variety of nutrients that promise to support heart health and overall wellness. But here's a sobering truth for seniors. The much-celebrated avocado might not be the health hero it seems. While avocados are packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, they are also highly calorie-dense, making them potentially problematic for older adults. The very qualities that make them so beloved in health circles could, in excess, lead to significant unintended consequences for our aging bodies. Let me be clear. Avocados are undoubtedly packed with good fats, vitamins, and minerals. However, as we get older, our metabolism naturally slows down, and our bodies require fewer calories. This is where the real problem arises. A single medium avocado contains a shocking 240 calories, which is almost as much as an entire meal. When consumed regularly without adjusting portion sizes, this seemingly harmless food can stealthily contribute to weight gain. And let's be honest, weight gain in seniors isn't just a cosmetic concern. It impacts every part of our well-being. It strains the joints, worsens heart conditions, and can make simple tasks like getting out of bed or taking a walk feel much more difficult. Take Robert, for example, a 75-year-old from Denver. He loved the idea of starting his day with a healthy avocado toast, thinking he was making the right choice. However, after just 3 months of enjoying this new breakfast habit, Robert found himself 12 pounds heavier. The weight gain caused his joints to flare up, making every step a painful reminder of his choices. I honestly thought I was doing something good for my health, but I didn't realize how calorie-dense avocados were until my doctor pointed it out, Robert confessed, his voice tinged with regret. His story isn't unique. Many seniors unknowingly fall into the trap of consuming too much of what seems to be a healthy food, only to face the consequences later. But it's not just weight gain we need to worry about. Other risks come with eating too much avocado, particularly when it comes to medication interactions. Seniors, many of whom are on medications for heart conditions, blood pressure, or even mental health issues, need to be cautious. The high levels of vitamin K found in avocados can interfere with the effectiveness of blood-thinning medications like warfarin, potentially increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots. Imagine thinking you're eating something that supports your health, only to unknowingly sabotage it with an avocado. That's a bitter pill to swallow. Moreover, there's another surprising risk that many older adults might not be aware of. An avocado allergy. Yes, you read that right. A food most people think of as harmless could trigger severe allergic reactions in certain individuals, particularly those who have latex sensitivities. This is due to the similarity in the protein structures between latex and avocado. Shockingly, studies show that about 6% of people over 65 have a latex allergy. And even if you've enjoyed avocados your entire life without issues, it's possible to develop an allergic reaction as you age. Symptoms can range from mild itching or stomach discomfort to potentially life-threatening breathing difficulties. No one expects a simple food like avocado to have such an impact, but for some, it's a real concern. So, what can you do if you love the creamy texture and rich flavor of avocado, but don't want to deal with the risks? Well, the good news is that there are heart-healthy alternatives that won't carry the same dangers. Consider switching to olive oil, which is also rich in monounsaturated fats, but without the high calorie load. Or try small portions of nuts. Walnuts and almonds are particularly great options that provide similar nutrients without the worry of medication interactions or weight gain. If you do still crave avocado, the key is moderation. Limit yourself to no more than a quarter of an avocado per day, and always pair it with other foods to help balance out the calories and fats. Keep an eye out for any unusual reactions in your body, and make sure you're listening to what your health is telling you. Ultimately, the avocado debate isn't just about nutrition. It's about understanding our bodies as we age and making the right choices to support long-term health. While avocados are indeed packed with beneficial nutrients, they're not necessarily the ideal food for seniors if eaten in large amounts. Like everything in life, it's all about balance. And as much as we may love the taste of that green, creamy flesh, sometimes we need to ask ourselves, is it worth it? 5. Watermelon. The fluid balance disruptor. Watermelon, often hailed as the quintessential summer treat, is a deliciously hydrating snack that many associate with warmth, relaxation, and fun. Its crisp, juicy texture and natural sweetness make it a go-to choice for staying refreshed on hot days. But when it comes to older adults, especially those with existing health concerns like heart disease, kidney problems, or diabetes, this seemingly innocent fruit can turn out to be more of a health hazard than anyone might expect. Despite being more than 90% water, watermelon hides a much deeper issue beneath its refreshing facade. Its high natural sugar content and potential to disturb the body's fluid balance make it surprisingly risky for seniors, particularly those with chronic conditions. For many, watermelon is viewed as a harmless, hydrating food, but its high glycemic index is a serious concern, and this is where the real danger lies. While it may seem like a healthy, watery snack, watermelon can cause a spike in blood sugar levels as swiftly and dramatically as a sugary soda. This can be especially problematic for seniors, many of whom are already struggling to manage their blood sugar levels due to diabetes or insulin resistance. According to the American Diabetes Association, consuming just 2 cups of watermelon can raise blood sugar levels as much as a can of soda, a fact that most seniors may not realize when reaching for a slice of watermelon. Take Betty, a 78-year-old woman from Arizona, who thought she was simply making a healthy, hydration-conscious decision by enjoying watermelon daily in the summer. She was convinced that the fruit's high water content would help keep her cool and hydrated in the sweltering heat. But within just a few days, Betty began to notice troubling signs: unusual swelling in her legs, shortness of breath, and a general sense of discomfort she couldn't ignore. Worried, she sought medical attention and was rushed to the hospital. It was there that the shocking truth was revealed. Her body was struggling to maintain its fluid balance, causing dangerous swelling that made it harder for her heart to function properly. What Betty didn't know, and what many seniors may not be aware of, is that watermelon's combination of high water and potassium levels can easily disrupt the delicate fluid balance in the body. This is particularly dangerous for those on medications such as diuretics or heart medications, which are commonly prescribed to older adults. For individuals with kidney disease, the situation becomes even more precarious. Watermelon's potassium content, which can be helpful in moderation, becomes a silent threat to seniors with weakened kidneys. The kidneys simply aren't able to process the excessive potassium in the fruit, which can lead to irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and, in the worst cases, heart failure. With over 40% of adults aged 65 and older suffering from reduced kidney function, many may be unknowingly putting their health at serious risk by consuming foods like watermelon, which are rich in potassium. This is a silent danger that could go unnoticed until it's too late. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For seniors, it's not just about the sugar or the water content. It's about understanding the delicate interplay of nutrition, medication, and bodily functions. Something that's often overlooked when enjoying a snack as innocent as a slice of watermelon. It's crucial to approach even the healthiest-looking foods with caution, especially when managing chronic conditions. Hydration and health are paramount, but so is understanding the hidden risks that come with seemingly innocent choices. What seems like a harmless treat could become a significant threat to an older adult's health, something that could easily be avoided with a little more awareness and caution. 6. Papaya, the digestive system challenger. Papaya is often hailed as a superfood, widely recommended for its digestive benefits due to the presence of papain, a natural enzyme that helps break down proteins. Many people, especially those looking to improve their digestive health, swear by it, touting its ability to promote smoother digestion and alleviate constipation. However, as with many seemingly harmless foods, papaya comes with a darker side, particularly for seniors, where the risks it carries can be surprisingly severe. For older adults, consuming papaya can lead to unexpected and, at times, dangerous health risks. These include potentially harmful interactions with medications, allergic reactions, and even digestive discomfort that can outweigh any of its purported benefits. One of the most alarming risks associated with papaya is its ability to interfere with common medications that many seniors rely on daily. The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has issued stern warnings about how papaya can disrupt the effectiveness of several widely used medications. Specifically, papaya's papain enzyme can interact negatively with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and even certain antibiotics. For seniors who are already managing complex medication regimens, this can be an invisible and insidious danger. For example, papain can amplify the effects of blood thinners, putting individuals at heightened risk of uncontrolled bleeding and bruising, two potentially life-threatening issues that no one should have to worry about. Imagine, just from eating a healthy fruit, your blood could thin dangerously, increasing the risk of internal bleeding. How terrifying. Moreover, for seniors managing diabetes, the consequences can be just as unsettling. Papaya's impact on insulin absorption can cause unpredictable and dangerous fluctuations in blood sugar levels. This can make it incredibly difficult for seniors to maintain a stable and healthy blood sugar balance. A simple fruit meant to aid digestion can instead lead to instability and confusion in managing their condition, leaving them feeling helpless and overwhelmed. I'll never forget Helen, a vibrant 71-year-old woman from San Diego, who came to me after experiencing troubling symptoms. Despite following her prescribed health routine, she had been enjoying papaya daily to help with her digestion. But within just a few weeks, she noticed that her blood pressure medication wasn't having the same effect it once did. Her blood sugar levels also became erratic, no longer staying within a manageable range. After consulting with her doctor, Helen discovered the unsettling truth. Papaya was interfering with her medications, making it harder for her body to regulate essential functions like blood pressure and blood sugar. She had no idea that a seemingly harmless fruit could cause such turmoil in her well-being. The frustration, confusion, and concern she felt were palpable. It opened my eyes to the subtle yet dangerous impact papaya can have on seniors. But that's not where the risks end. Another lesser-known danger is papaya's association with latex allergies. Research has shown that nearly 35% of seniors who are allergic to latex also experience reactions to papaya, even if they've previously consumed it without issue. The truth is, our bodies change as we age, and sensitivities that were once dormant can emerge. So, a seemingly innocent bite of papaya can trigger an allergic reaction that ranges from mild discomfort, like itching in the mouth or stomach discomfort, to far more severe and life-threatening symptoms. Breathing difficulties, swelling, and, in extreme cases, anaphylaxis can all occur in response to papaya. The terrifying nature of these allergic reactions makes it so important for seniors to be aware of what they put in their bodies, especially foods like papaya that may have previously caused them no trouble at all. Finally, let's talk about digestion. While papaya's papain enzyme is praised for helping some people break down food more efficiently, for seniors with sensitive stomachs, acid reflux, or irritable digestive systems, papaya can have the opposite effect. Instead of alleviating bloating or heartburn, papaya may irritate the digestive lining, causing uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, acid reflux, and stomach pain. Many of my older patients have shared with me that, as they entered their 60s, papaya went from being a digestive aid to becoming a source of discomfort. They've expressed how something that once helped them feel better now made their stomachs feel unsettled, bloated, or even worse, inflamed. The simple truth is that papaya, which was once thought to be a digestive miracle, may now be causing them more harm than good. So, what's a safer alternative for digestive health? Instead of risking the potential dangers of papaya, seniors can turn to probiotic-rich foods that nourish and balance the gut without interfering with medications. Plain yogurt or fermented vegetables are excellent choices that support gut health, ensuring a smoother digestive process without triggering allergies or disrupting medication effectiveness. Ginger tea is another gentle and effective remedy. It has a calming effect on the stomach, naturally reducing bloating and nausea, and it's easy on the digestive system. These are the kinds of options that offer peace of mind and promote long-term well-being. The goal is not just to support digestion, but to do so in a way that's safe and doesn't compromise overall health. In conclusion, while papaya may have its place in the health world for some, for seniors, it often carries too many hidden dangers. It's crucial to pay attention to how it might affect medications, allergies, and digestive health, especially as we age. If you're a senior looking to support your digestive system, there are safer and more effective alternatives available. Always consult with a healthcare provider and be cautious when introducing new foods into your diet. Your health deserves that extra layer of care and consideration. 7. Bananas. The potassium overload risk. Bananas are undoubtedly one of the most popular fruits across the globe. Their creamy texture, natural sweetness, and the convenience they offer make them an easy choice for a snack. It's almost as though they were made for our busy lives. Peel, eat, and go. But beneath that simple, appealing exterior, there's an important health consideration, especially for seniors. While bananas are often praised for their rich potassium content, consuming too much of it can pose a significant risk for older adults, particularly those with underlying kidney issues, heart conditions, or individuals on certain medications. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Potassium is undeniably essential for maintaining proper muscle function, nerve signals, and, most importantly, heart health. We need it. It's crucial. But here's the catch. As we grow older, our bodies start to change. Our kidneys, the organs responsible for regulating the levels of potassium in our blood, begin to lose some of their efficiency. This decline often goes unnoticed. A staggering 40% of adults over the age of 65 experience some form of reduced kidney function, and many don't even know it. This silent condition becomes a ticking time bomb, especially when a person's body can't eliminate excess potassium properly. When potassium accumulates to dangerous levels, a condition called hyperkalemia can develop. This is no small matter. Hyperkalemia can lead to potentially fatal consequences: irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and, in extreme cases, even sudden cardiac arrest. The thought of someone's heart failing because of something as innocent as a fruit we often associate with health is truly alarming. Let me share with you the story of James, a 74-year-old man from Texas, who, like many of us, thought he was doing right by eating 2 bananas a day. For years, James had eaten them religiously, believing that they were a fantastic source of energy and a quick, healthy snack. But one morning, everything changed. He woke up feeling incredibly lightheaded, weak, and noticed his heart was racing uncontrollably, Panicking, he rushed to the hospital, where the doctors discovered his potassium levels were dangerously high. The very thing he thought was helping him, bananas, had put him at risk for a severe heart arrhythmia. It's a reminder that sometimes the very foods we consider to be good for us can work against us, especially when it's easy to overlook the subtle, silent shifts that happen in our aging bodies. His doctor immediately advised him to drastically reduce his banana intake, a wake-up call that left James shaken and deeply concerned about his health. But it's not just potassium that we need to be cautious about when it comes to bananas. These fruits also come packed with natural sugars. Now, this may not be an issue for everyone, but for seniors, especially those battling diabetes or pre-diabetes, bananas can spike blood sugar levels. The high carbohydrate content, particularly fast-digesting carbs, causes a quick surge in blood sugar, followed by a sudden crash in energy. This spike and crash cycle can leave you feeling exhausted and even more drained than before, making it harder to stay energized and engaged throughout the day. It's heartbreaking to think about how something as simple as eating a banana, something we consider so innocent and nutritious, can have such drastic effects on our health in our later years. The reality is that as we age, we must be more vigilant and thoughtful about the foods we choose to nourish our bodies. Our kidneys, hearts, and overall metabolism don't function the way they used to, and we must respect that change. What worked in our younger years may not be what serves us best as we grow older. If you're a senior or caring for an elderly loved one, I encourage you to listen to your body and have open conversations with your healthcare provider about what's best for your individual health needs. Bananas, like many foods, are not inherently bad. It's about finding balance, being mindful, and adjusting as your body's needs evolve. It's about health, longevity, and living life with the awareness that our bodies need a little extra care as we get older. It's our responsibility to be informed and make the right choices before it's too late. As we wrap up today's discussion, I hope you've gained some valuable insights into the potential risks of eating too many bananas, especially as we get older. From the importance of managing potassium levels to being aware of how natural sugars can impact our blood sugar, it's clear that making informed decisions about the foods we consume is essential for maintaining our health and well-being. So, what have you learned so far? What's one thing from today's video that you're going to put into practice in your life moving forward? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below with your takeaway and how you plan to apply it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on more helpful tips and advice. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.